Yo, what's going on, boys? Collision Works here with another gameplay video for you all. Today, gentlemen, we have a post-commentary of the 91 overall Legend X Troy Aikman strong arm card. I don't really know if archetypes matter anymore. Seems like abilities get dropped on, honestly, whoever they want to. But, as you guys see, we have Set Feet Lead Gunslinger and Gift Wrap equipped on this card. We did a Kurt Warner gameplay recently. I felt like I honestly disrespected that card and everything he could do with running an offense I didn't know. So, seeing that this card came out so much sooner, I'm like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and sell Kurt, pick up the Troy Aikman, and redeem ourselves and really try and show off what the cards can do in an offense that we're just more familiar in. So today, we're rocking in the U-Trip, something that we know fairly well. We've made a lot of videos on it. Really enjoy this offense, just really follows my style of play and just really trying to take what the defense gives. And, you know, having your tight end on the line, I say it all the time, to me it's just so important, really, really convenient, especially if you're going somebody who has really good pressure. It's nice to have that as an option as we're just hitting our curls, really just left open. This guy had a lot of weird zone defense where he would kind of have his safeties kind of playing off into the middle and then leaving one side open, and just the different zones he was playing, we were able to hit our curl flat a lot as we are able to hit Kyle Pitts there for 7. Still an awesome tight end card. In this gameplay, I'm still using Donald Parham, as I missed the user pick there. But I'm still using Donald Parham at wide receiver, which for this offense, I do think is a little bit of a poor decision just because you can't audible to trips tight end. I think one of the reasons that U-Trips is so powerful is the fact, as Lurk Artist just decided not to work on that play, but that's all right. We will get a stop. But I do think that one of the strong suits of this offense is being able to audible transition to trips tight end, and not having that can kind of hurt it a bit. But still, it is my primary formation, so you know I like having big boy Parham out there. So you know we're gonna run with it, okay? We're gonna run with it. But as you see, our opponent's getting down the field. We've had a few misuser picks, terrible user there that started me on that play, but Simmons able to get around the edge and make the big play as we are using the D lineman. Not the best user to have, but Derwin James, absolutely love this card, making a big play in coverage, coming down from his inside quarter as this guy attacks the seams here. Fortunately enough, Simmons, both of our safeties, making huge plays and back-to-back plays as he tosses it up to Darrelle Revis. I think on that play, we actually ran a cover 4 when we were showing a lot of cover 2. So we're able to get a stop there on the 4th down as we're coming out in curl flats, hitting our post across the middle. Inside position catches this year are just deadly, and so is Aikman's release. Look at this Slinger 3 here, man. I think this is the same release that Justin Herbert got towards the back end of last year once they updated his release. And right there, being able to hit wide post, honestly, a throw that Set Feet Lead just takes to a new level. Right here, verticals out of trips tight end. It's literally a laser beam going across the field. And gentlemen, that's why I really just praise Set Feet Lead. I think it's the best ability in the game right now. I think it's so much better than Hot Route Master just because of what you are able to throw. You can literally pick apart users as our opponent decides to hit us with the early exit. But Set Feet Lead is honestly a game changer. You know, at the start of the year, I thought that they actually were nerfing it, so not many people felt, you know, encouraged to run it or inclined to run it more. So I kind of thought that they maybe nerfed it a bit, but when it drops and we're trying it out, it's disgusting. We're actually doing a Troy Aikman review video currently in the moment, and we're building a new review playlist on the channel that's really going to try to take card reviews to the next level. We're going to be breaking down animations frame by frame, showing off all the abilities a card can get. That way you guys actually know and see if the card is worthwhile. We're even going to be doing testing, so if there's a defensive player coming out, things like that, we're going to be doing labs with another controller, things like that. We're going to be plugging it in, throwing it up in real game scenarios, seeing how people animate, seeing how corners animate against different various receivers. We're really going to start picking these cards apart, boys. So if you guys are budget players, or even if you guys are, you know, swiping the cards and you just want to know if the guy's worth it or not, you will have that here on this channel. So if you guys are interested in maybe voting on who you want to see, I'm not the most richest Madden player for Ultimate Team, but because I make content on this game every once in a while, I'm swiping, man. So we still have coins to be able to pick up some cards time to time. So if you guys are interested in future drops, please join the Discord. That's where we're going to be having our votes on what new cards we're going to do, because I don't think I can review everybody, but weekly I can certainly try out a few guys, break it down, and see if you guys want that new quarterback and see how his animation is, his release, see what he's like without or with Gunslinger, or without or with set feet lead. Break down the frames, see, you know, what these guys are actually offering for your scheme, because not everybody wants to run set feet lead, not everybody wants to run Gunslinger. You know, that's one of the things that we really praised about traditional 4 and what Lamar Jackson can do and what Andrew Luck can do without Gunslinger. There's just some releases this year, folks, where you just don't need abilities, and a lot of people are wasting AP. So, you know, stick around and get ready for a new card breakdown experience here on Madden, because we really want to focus on the production and making sure that it is a quality video that you guys can watch and really get informed about, you know, what each card can offer you. You know, I'm obviously not the best player in the world, but I put a lot of hours on this game, and I think you guys would appreciate some of the things that we have to break down and offer, especially in the Discord, guys. We have a lot of knowledgeable players in the Discord that, you know, sometimes, man, they're running more matches than me. I don't know how they do it. Okay, these guys are freaks in there, but they have a lot of good insight. And so please, if you guys are interested in the review playlist that we'll be dropping probably tomorrow, we're going to be doing a Troy Aikman review. Feel free to join the Discord. You know, if you don't want to hear all the notifications go off, feel free to mute it. You know, it could just be a nice little place you can stop by time to time just to get some more MUT news, or get a little bit of insight. We got a lot of smart players in there. As that Jamar Chase on the kick return hits it with a nasty juke, and then like 88 Eric Berry catches up. I was so heated right there because I just wanted a beautiful clip. Watch that feed lead right here. Oh my gosh, that's so hot, dude. Like this, without set feet lead, the safety, Charles Woodson, he's picking that off, man. Like without a doubt, he's picking it off, at least breaking it up. So being able to have that option as Kuechly ain't playing nothing, it's just a game changer. I think in the review that we're working on for Aikman, I think I'm just going to highlight set feet lead. I don't think I'm going to do more gameplay because I already have gameplay recorded with him, as you guys are seeing here. But I don't think I'm going to do more gameplay without set feet lead, just because that would just be me highlighting Hot Route Master. And I think you guys already kind of know what that's about. So I think we're just going to do animation testing and showing you guys if it's worth it or not. I absolutely think it's worth it. I think some of the throws that we've already displayed in this video, I'm sure you guys can just see in pretty much every single throw how fast that ball is going, as unfortunately I get burnt by the lamest play in Madden history. I'm still salty about that play, but I forgot to man up my linebacker. I kept him in his 5-yard purple, as we're trying to get swifty here with the new Marvin Harrison. This card's been phenomenal. Really, really enjoy him. As you guys see, Donald Parham in the right side slot, RB. So we're probably going to chunk it up to him right here against Devontae Maddox. I love this matchup, man. So many people are running Maddox at the slot, so I put Parham in the slot, and it's just been a slaughterhouse. As with set feet lead right here, that was actually a comeback route, if you guys see that in the play art. I always try to include play art before each snap so you guys can see what I'm running, just so it's transparent, just so you know you guys know what's up. But that was actually a comeback route, and with set feet lead, we're able to throw it earlier, and we can literally hit it right in stride to a point where he can just stop right in between the zones. And I think that's really, really important to have that option where you can just dart it to the point where he's splitting in between the defense, no one's around to cover him, and you can even have some rack potential depending on what they're playing. Right here, set feet lead, we're able to hit our tight end on the streak in the red zone. Extremely deadly, especially if somebody gets caught up on the D-line, which I think our opponent actually did on that play. As Darrell Revis is just having a hell of a day, man. Being able to break it up. And Lurk artist Jordan Hicks there to make a huge play for us. And that forces another quit. So now, gentlemen, our final game of the day against Happy Gilmore. This guy was an RPO demon. Okay, this guy was literally like audibling between 3 different sets. And had really good run stick as well. So really, really good player. And honestly, against these players who run a lot of RPO concepts, it's kind of where I struggle against, you know, even me. I'm always looking up different ways how to stop them. Recently, I've been doing just a lot of off cover 2, just playing off. I think Zan did a video on that, so shout out to Zan. That's been helping me out a lot. So it really just comes down to really putting your players in position. Zan did a really great breakdown on as we're trying to get the fumble there, but we're out of bounds. Zan made a point where it's important to man up defenders, but also you don't want your defenders to be too close to the box. I could be kind of botching what he was teaching because sometimes they'll still bite on the run, and that kind of puts them out of position of a, you know, RPO bubble or something like that, as right there Luke Kuechly unfortunately kind of stops running to his zone. But that's just sometimes the downfall you get of running zone drops. You know, it's one of the more frustrating things. I'm sure if you guys are zone drop players like me, you guys always see, you know, sometimes a linebacker will just kind of stop patrolling to the sideline, or he'll run back inside. And I know quarter flats and curl flats kind of play differently, but sometimes it really does seem like the nerf to zone drops is just kind of having them dedicate to one area of the field, which makes perfect sense. I mean, I do think zone drops would be a bit overpowered if they were able to coast around exactly where you're saying and start using their play rec to float up and down. That would be pretty hell for an offense. So I think I see where their balancing is coming from. But he gets 6 there on his RPO. He goes for 2. I know he's not going to click on, so I try and journal, but Walter Payton is there to make a play, which was kind of disheartening. But the stop is really all we needed. I love it when guys go for 2. I really feel confident we can make a stop. In the red zone recently, all I've been doing is really just playing stock Tampa 2. I protect the sticks to turn off my zone drops, or I'll just come out and cover 2 and then just reset my play. That way it turns off zone drop, and I literally just play stock cover 2. I may make a few adjustments here and there. As 3rd and 15, we try and bullet it to the inside where the computer doesn't have leverage, and with set feet lead, we're able to dart it to the receiver without the user getting there in time. So really a lucky play by us, but really just another example of what Troy Aikman can do for your offense. If you're, trying to bullet it into the open part of the field, he can do it a lot of plays. You guys are going to see it a lot here, especially on some of these curls and comeback routes, as you guys see right here. We're able to throw to the right side of the field because the defender's on the left. And with the inside positioning this year that we always talk about, we're really able to come down with these catches. And this is really one of the reasons why it's going to be really hard for me to just drop set feet lead and go back to Hot Route Master. This Troy Aikman card literally gets Hot Route Master. I think if you get 5+ yard consecutive, catches, which honestly, as I was trying to throw it in, dart it to A there on the out route, which honestly isn't that hard if you're really comfortable with your offense and you've labbed and you really have a nice, drive plan, setup of what plays you're going to be calling. It could be really achievable, and I'm not for certain. I'm going to obviously know in the review, but his Legend X ability is Hot Route Master. I don't know if it's unstoppable, though. I'm not sure if the Legend X cards give that, but I think in one of our earlier games, we did unlock Hot Route Master. I don't know if it's going to be in this video, if we already passed it or not, but we did unlock Hot Route Master. My opponent ended up quitting as he has a bomb here to Randy Moss, but Darrelle Revis Island making just a huge play. As you guys see, Darrelle Revis is honestly just making his presence known in this gameplay. And Derwin James, one of my boys, one of my favorite cards this year, playing over the top for me, makes a huge interception there out of a cover 2 defense, playing the whole deep half of the field. And we come out in tight end whip here. We streak our slot. We try to make a move, but get brought down at the 36. Jamar Chase, still a dog. I was going to try and pick up the new Justin Jefferson, but ultimately decided to stick with Parham, as we're shaking him up, man, with Kamara. I do a little bit of taunting. Probably shouldn't. Makes me look like a dick. But I was proud of myself, okay? So we decided to celebrate a little bit and then play the world status violin. And on this play, I saw that he was going to try and go back to the bomb play, and he ends up hitting his crosser instead. So Derwin James making another big play on the ball as we're trying to make a move here, but George Pickens catches up with us 12 seconds before half. We're looking for a deep play. I noticed he was manning up our running back on the last drive, so we hit him with the wheel against Zaire White, and Alvin Kamara had a huge game to wrap it up, which ultimately allows our opponent to quit. He decides to call it there, which was really surprising. It's a really, really good opponent. But, gentlemen, that is going to be it for the Troy Aikman gameplay. Expect a review of this card either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm thinking more tomorrow morning on the 7th. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Love you, boys. Have a great week. See ya.